Okay, so those are two flight tests for Rabi 5.2. So let's go through them. This one, it will be a small one. I just wanted to test some more the new HQP camera. So just some flying around, trying to see how much detail we have in the video. Now I'm just checking what data rates I'm using, and then the video rate probably. Yeah, so I will increase it. I just want to see how it looks when we have more bandwidth available, and switching to high quality profile, which should help with retransmissions and everything, just in case. Yeah, for now I will ignore the warning that we are sending too much data. I don't experience any lag so far, so let's go. I just did few flights with the new HQ camera, but I'm telling you, I already like it more than IMX 219, so probably it's because of the lenses. They are quite big and made of glass, but it shows in the picture. The details it's much more present. You can see the flowers and everything, so I'm quite pleased with this camera. The quad I'm flying, it's a 5-inch quad, so it's using Ardocopter. It's not tuned very well, as you can see, but it's fine. Yeah, so when looking directly at the sun, you can see that the dynamic balance is not so great, but it's still very acceptable. Okay, now I switch to loiter because I want to play in the menus a little bit with the bitrate and stuff like that. And now I'm going to developer mode to check the encoding params and retransmissions to make sure they are fine, which they look to be fine. Okay, switching back to altitude hold and just flying around, looking for the details in the video mostly. Yeah, decreasing the bitrate a little bit more. I want to see when that message goes away. That's the thing with video encoding. The bitrate is not respected 100%, so even if I set it to like 5 megabits per second, depending on how the video changes, you can still go over that limit. So anyway, it's overall it's working fine. Yeah, some people doing a picnic. Yeah, so I would say from all the Raspberry Pi cameras that I tested, the HQ1 gives the best video quality so far. I really like it. And the lens I'm using something like 120 degrees, I guess, diagonally. Doing some more flying around. I'm not a good pilot, I never was, but it's fine for me. I would love to go faster, but I don't have the skills. Yeah, I think the flight went fine. I'm pleased with how the video looks. Now I'm heading home, doing some more detours. I'm trying to fly lower to see the grass, but I'm too afraid to go lower. Yeah, so by the way, I switched from Windows video recorder because it was giving very bad results. So this is recorded using OBS. So I will be using that one from now on. Okay, now I'm landing. Let's see some flight statistics. Yeah. So that was one test flight. Now let's jump to a new flight I did in the same day. Okay, jumping now to the second flight. This time I'm just going a little bit farther and playing with the radio parameters. I just noticed a bug. So in the lean OSD layout the current is not displayed correctly. So when I did the change in the telemetry data and increased the resolution for current from 10 milliamps to 1 milliamp, it seems I forgot to fix the lean OSD layout. So anyway, something to put on my list. Now just flying away a little bit, testing some more how the HQ camera looks. Yeah, without a gimbal you'll have a lot of shaking if your PID is not right. Now I was just checking the transmission power on vehicle and on controller. It seems fine. Just cruising around, enjoying the view. Usually with other cameras, when you look far away, you don't have so much detail, so I'm really impressed with how good it looks, even if the camera is a little bit heavier. Anyway, now I switch to altitude hold and I'm playing a little bit with the camera parameters. I want to increase the saturation a little bit. Yeah, it looks a little bit more realistic. And now I'm just flying away, testing different OSD layouts. You can see now how the card that is transmitting is highlighted and does change in real time based on the quality. Some more camera parameters adjustment. This of course depends on the display, how you set it up. It might not look the same for everyone. So now, as you can see, the controller does not manage to send commands to the vehicle. Now I'm trying to figure out why. Later on I realized when I looked from the ground to the direction I was flying that I was actually getting behind the hill, so it's normal that the signal is starting to break up. Trying some more to change the parameters. Again it fails. Now I will check the controller transmitting power. Yeah, it's a little bit lower than the vehicle, so it's normal to still have video but to fail to send commands, so I increased the power and now I'm rebooting. Okay, now it rebooted. Let's see if it's better now. The transmitter should have more power now, but I'm still behind a hill, so we'll see. No. So probably I need to go up a little bit or come closer to home so that I have a clear line of sight. Also the fact that on the vehicle I have a single antenna, so I don't have RX diversity on the vehicle, so it's kind of expected such behaviors in the right conditions. You have a clear video or a clear link from vehicle to controller, but not the other way around. Now I'm trying again to go farther. As I said, at that point I was not aware that I am behind a hill. I thought it's just a bad link or not enough power, but I keep trying for now. And by the way, I'm using only circular polarization antennas, no high gain, so yeah, going up a little bit seems to have fixed the issue. Now we have a good link again, and I'm starting again to play with the parameters. At the same time I'm trying to enjoy the view. That's the most important aspect of all. It's flying just for the fun of it. Well, it seems at this distance we are again behind the hill, so at this point I'm just turning around and trying to play with other parameters, probably. Now I'm looking at overall statistics, checking retransmissions, signals, and so on. Yeah, flying a drone with a gimbal would be more enjoyable. You would get rid of all the shaking, but it's still a nice flight so far. So the high quality Raspberry camera, it looks better, but as you can see it still doesn't compare with a HDMI camera. As you can see the sky, it's more or less white all around, so but overall the details are there, so I'm fine with this camera. Now I'm trying to just do a flyover over this small village, looking around, trying to play a little bit with the video parameters, increasing the bit rate. To be honest, I'm not seeing a dramatic improvement in details, but it's hard to see. Technically I almost doubled the bit rate, so the details should be more, but it's hard to tell. Again, some link quality issues. Here I was trying to test out the MCS data rate. So as you can see, the retransmissions happen a lot. I mean, it's working as expected, but frankly I don't see a difference between MCS rates and regular data rates. But that video decoding graph helps a lot to estimate visually the link quality, so Now I am a little bit closer to home, changing again the data rates. And I just figure out that maybe I should change the frequency. Maybe there is some noise on the one I was using. Now I am just flying around, looking down. And I get the first battery voltage warning, so I'm getting closer to home. This is a lithium ion pack, so it's fine to go down to 12 volts on a 4 cell pack. So we still have quite some time left on this flight. There is no reason to worry so far. Now I'm trying to do some low flying and higher speed. As I said, I'm not a good pilot at all, so I'm really nervous about flying fast and low. Overall, this flight went okay. I was still not aware about the hill situation, so I figured that out after I finished the flight. But anyway, yeah, so except those small bugs on the lean OSD layouts, no major issues in the software itself, so everything worked as expected. And now I'm preparing for landing, and let's see some flight summary statistics. There it is. Yeah, it seems that it's fine. Thank you.